world middleweight title on the line. Strong, he looks broad across the shoulder.
Ungla's got to get moving. He cannot stand in the middle of the cage in one spot and allow VITALY Big Dash to set up some of those big strikes.
Just as you started saying range for. The left hand from AUNG and Sung.
Both traded hooks there on that exchange. VITALY Big Dash loves to showcase those kicks coming from a karate back.
These are heavy punches that are being buried into the target.
Get comfortable and start unloading on him.
Right hand from AUNG, and so they've done that distance once. Big Dash, the winner by decision. But in that fight, AUNG and Sung didn't have a proper training camp, and he's showing now that he did have a good camp, and he's caught Big Dash with the left hand. Yuji Shimada's poise. Big Dash is very durable, but AUNG and Sung continues to rain down the punches. Big Dash looks composed. His body is being contorted in all kinds of shapes as this crowd goes absolutely mad around this arena. Big Dash tries to pull him in, but more heavy blows from the Burmese fighter. Lefts and rights. Big Dash covers up, throwing nothing back. Yuji Shimada continues to look very closely indeed. Big Dash pulls him in by the neck, trying to cut that distance down, but the big punches continue to come in. The crowd absolutely baying for this fight to finish.
Steve, we know about Big Dash's durability. AUNG has to be very careful and not to gas himself out. This happened before to Big Dash's opponents. They sense a weakness, he gets dropped, and then they gas themselves out attacking and burning themselves out. Big Dash is extremely durable. Look how
huge elbow from AUNG and Sung landed flush on the jaw of VITALY Big Dash. But you're absolutely right, Mitch. He is so durable, the Russian, in this situation. We've seen it before.
He has to be very careful. AUNG has to brace himself and realize he can't finish. He's got to slow back down. Big Dash is going for the attacks, but I think Big Dash is still hurt.
He doesn't show any sign of wanting to get up just now. Come on back down, he says, beckoning him in with his hands.
Look how composed Big Dash looks.
And Yuji Shimada, the only man in that cage who can bring Big Dash to his feet, but he doesn't look too keen to stand up, does he? And you might
heard those were some big shots landed by the Burmese python.
Big right hand again. And one from Big Dash as well.
Oh, that right hand got through. Big Dash is still dangerous, but these shots are connecting.
These fans going crazy as we enter the final 50 seconds. AUNG and Sung lands a couple of decent uppercuts inside, but Big Dash is so durable. Comes back with punches of his own. AUNG and Sung with an elbow downwards in its motion onto the head of Big Dash. And it's the Russian going backwards, and you don't see that too often. What a thrilling 5 minutes. I'm sad to tell you that there's only 25 seconds left of this opening round.
Don't worry, Steve, we still got 20 minutes left of this world title fight.
This crowd making more noise than I've ever heard at a mixed martial arts event anywhere in the world.
I thought the roof was about to pop off this place.
Right, left, right from AUNG and Sung. He even has time to adjust his hair. And that is the end of an absolutely thrilling act.
Hey, let's take a look. Look at that overhand right. Slips through the guard of Big Dash and lands a nice four-punch combination. I like the hammer fist there at the end. But the composure of the champion, able to relax himself, realize, and we've seen this before. We've seen Big Dash get dropped on multiple...
If that is at all possible, he's enjoying the atmosphere just as much as everybody else is by the look of things. Second, just shakes his arms out just to get a bit loose, and then looks for a big right hand, but Big Dash quick, nimble, round the back. Now what can he do here, Mitch?
Rip, that was a beautiful takedown. He's kind of got on the side. AUNG's going to turn into that.
Oh, strong man, turn around. The noise absolutely deafening around and above us. Elbows from AUNG and Sung, but Big Dash is strong, and he gets up once more.
He just stands up, pure strength to get back to his feet from the champion.
AUNG and Sung is cut around the mouth, nothing too serious, I would think. Something that maybe might affect him as the fight goes on.
Big Dash pressing the challenger up against the cage. Has one underhook there on the left side. AUNG's posturing the head out, framing off, and his short elbows are landing on Big Dash.
Doesn't the Burmese fighter look composed though? not unsettled at all, not rattled whatsoever, as this crowd make more noise than we can really tolerate here at cage side.
Immediately, the People's Champion gets right to the center of the cage, starts to measure out those strikes.
Big Dash.
Big Dash does not look fully recovered. He seems a little bit off. That could be part of the play. That could be part of his tactic to lure Aung La into a false sense of security.
Superb left hand from Aung La Sung. He's picking off Big Dash almost at will at times. But this man has superhuman abilities.
Again, look at that. Shoots in, takes the back of Aung La, but Aung La is a wizard in the grappling exchanges. He's possibly threatening out the Kimura there. Nice takedown from the champion to get the back of the challenger. Got both hooks in. The choke looks like it's in. He's flattening him out, Steve.
He's giving it up. In come the punches instead.
Those big shots hurt. You can hear the thud.
The left arm looking to go around that throat once more, but again, Aung La Sung has his arms in the way.
Aung La, he's got to posture, he's got to try to work back up, but that's so difficult when you have a man the size of Big Dash on top of you.
Can't use the cage to lever himself up, remember. He can't grasp the cage with his hands. Has to use leg strength, but as you say, Big Dash is just sitting on him.
You can see him start to shrug those shoulders up and slowly start to move. Big Dash.
And they'll be hurting. VITALY Big Dash is a big man, and Yuji Shimada wants to see action in the center of the cage. Zooming around the periphery, big right hand from Aung La Sung, and he backs. Listen to this crowd. Uppercut inside from Aung La Sung as Big Dash pushes him up against the cage wall.
Let's see what Big Dash can do.
Goes that far. Big elbow and forearm from Big Dash, connecting with Aung La Sung. Just above his right eye. No sign of any cut there, though, just yet. Despite the punishment being taken, the second round is over.
Aung La does the right thing, goes belly to belly there, and then controlling a lot of the positions because of the damage and the significant strikes landed in the first round. We gotta give a slight edge to Aung La, but Big Dash is starting to regain the composure.
With a stupendous kick to the head, which changed the course of that fight.
Round 3.
Fight! Deja vu all over again, despite the fact that the crowd are encouraging him to step up the effort.
That's what Aung La has to do. He has to start pushing, putting these combinations together. Big Dash doesn't want no more of it. Stand up with Aung La, immediately get this fight to the ground, and that's where he's having the most success. You would think that the striking specialist would want to keep...
From the power of Aung La Sung, no wonder then that he chose to take that drive.
Big Dash kind of posturing away, but a nice pull away from the cage to swivel Aung La's hips back.
Exposed to those forearms on the face. We know he's got strength, and he puts himself back into Aung.
Look at what he's doing to the wrist, Steve. He immediately takes that wrist away.
Oh my!
Almost with the sweep.
Back and forth. See from Big Dash's back, Aung La Sung's forearms and the canvas, how much perspiration is now playing a part. Difficult to get a purchase on.
He's got to get these guys time to play on the
Left
ground.
hand from Aung La Sung. It was a straight left, and it sent perspiration flying from the head of Big Dash, who goes for the double leg and succeeds.
Nice double leg takedown. And that's where the champion's having a lot of success. He's got to be careful of that butterfly sweep coming from the challenger. From the top position. Immediately he goes after the wrist, but Aung La is able to work his way back up to his feet.
And listen to what the crowd think of that tremendous leg strength. But will he get taken down again? He does, and these are point-scoring moves if he can work from position. Final half minute of this third round.
Big Dash has got to be active. Yuji's going to stand
Weigh the advantage. Well, the third round was a turning point in their
top. He needs to be a little bit more active when he does get on top. There's just a brute strength takedown by the champion.
From boys, these two have done it all before. Is round 9. But we're not concerned with the lead starts to set in. Big overhand right. Heavy blow.
Of Big Dash. Nice head kick there.
118 countries around the world tuning into this one right in its entirety. So we're not going round by round. These fighters will be very aware, therefore, of how close this one is.
This is where AUNG is having the most success. He's utilized so fast. There's no setup at all. He just whips that leg up.
Oh, superb right uppercut from AUNG Sung, and it caught Big Dash flush. And I think Big Dash for a moment wondered if maybe there was an eye poke. He's looking at the referee, not happy about something, but he's able and willing to fight on, though. He gave a nod to AUNG Sung, saying, "Yep, let's carry on." 30 seconds.
I'd like to see him follow up. Big Dash is kind of covering up. If he would punctuate it with a leg kick or a body shot, guys, to put on the fight that we saw in the first.
And he replies with a nice crisp little right hand to AUNG Sung's jaw. And they clash heads as they come together. No damage though. That he's benefited from a full camp this time, unlike in their first fight when he took the fight at only 10 days notice. VITALY Big Dash again communicating only with AUNG Sung, says watch the AUNG Sung need to do to capture the judge's eye.
He's got to put these punches together in bunches, multiple hit combinations. Now he's only throwing 1- and 2-punch combos. If he puts...
You can see fatigue is starting to set in.
I think it's been there for a while.
The hearts of a champion.
I don't think anybody in this stadium would have it in
man's favor, but I'm sure they're enjoying the thrill, the excitement, the competitiveness. Fifth and
the strategy of their opponent figured out enough to capture this prestigious middle.
All will be told there. A superb example of the power that the Burmese Python can unleash on the champion.
Nice takedown defense from the challenger. Reaching down deep.
Somebody just to be a little bit busier and show the judges that they are the ones who deserve the win.
See, AUNG is getting success when he throws multiple strikes. The third strike is landing. Big takedown attempt from the champion.
Will that make the difference? They know that something small will decide the margin.
AUNG's got to get back.
I think the crowd are baying for Yuji Shimada to ask them to get back onto their feet.
Nice scramble to use the cage to get back up to his feet from AUNG.
Yuji separates them, and he will indeed. Left everything to fight for.
See, a title shift. Oh, big takedown from Big Dash again with a very awkward double leg takedown. But again, because of these unique variations of these takedowns.
He's helped for AUNG Sung to get back on his feet and show us what he can do.
Big Dash is staying active enough. Look at that body head, body head, body head. The champion is giving him no room to breathe. Consistently, body head combinations, staying active enough so that Yuji is forced to let him stay in the position.
Final seconds of this contest, and this one will go to the judges.
What in Myanmar? Look at some of this past action. Just trading shots, standing in the middle of the cage and letting it all go. But is the striking of AUNG enough to counter the ground control and ground and pound from the champion?
It's easy to get carried away by the fans here and their support and the story that could be unveiled if AUNG Sung wins this, but how about VITALY Big Dash coming into...
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the medal for this fight, we have Mr. Tet Teza, Managing Director of AGD Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. And all three judges see it for your winner. And you won